great introduction. All right, how's everybody today? All right, excellent. All right. So today I'm going to talk about ELG6. I think you all have watched our video and most of the important points already there maybe. I will further explain a bit of certain points, right? Especially this product and this situation and pandemic and e-pandemic timing. So do you know that at the moment, right, children fall sick easily? Not now, maybe 10 years ago, 20 years ago, you can see most of children, they can fall sick easily. On average, kids fall sick about 8 to 12 times per year. And most of the time you can see, right, hospital, right, a lot of children admitted due to maybe cough, due to certain diseases that is happening nowadays, right? So if you continue to observe this when the children reaches 10 years old, what will happen? She may have fallen sick about 120 times, you know, and they may have taken antibiotics for 360 days in a year. That is serious, right? And if you really calculate it, it's a lot of medicine already, you know, went inside to their bodies. Do we want to do that to our kids? Definitely not, right? But not only kids, we can see here the human body, actually adults, right, also being attacked by increasingly variants of viruses and diseases, right? So we need to protect our body with a very strong immune system, right, to protect it. If not, we can become the victim of infectious diseases. So normally the dangers of infectious diseases we can see here at the moment, which the first one, everybody know is COVID-19, right? Started in year 2020, right? Everywhere. Before that, let's go through some data analysis. In 2003, we look at it, there are 8,096 SARS cases. 2009, 414, that means 414,000 H1N1 cases. So basically it's about how many times? 50 times increase in 2000 until now, right? When I check the data, it's already up to 600 million cases of COVID-19 up until today, right? How many times increase compared to 2009, the H1N1 is an increase of more than 1,500 times. There are more and more, you know, viruses around us, monkey spot, you know, there are more and more. And right now they are combining all the vaccine together to attack 3 to 4 viruses. I'm not sure whether it's working, but certain people, they prefer that. Certain people, they not prefer to take the vaccine. So it depends on individuals, right? The most important thing is strengthen our immune system. On top of that, the second one will be the dengue fever. Malaysia is high risk as well. I think Singapore also have this dengue fever and more than 2,000 cases dengue fever every week, right? And not only in Malaysia, and dengue is happening everywhere. And recently in Europe, it's also happening over in France, Italy, right? And number 3 will be the hand, foot, mouth diseases. Recently, 1 to 2 months ago, it happens in Penang, in Kuala Lumpur, and everywhere in Malaysia. It suddenly popped up and many children, right, infected with hand, foot, mouth diseases. And a lot of kindergarten closed down, and even some of the school also closed down with this. So actually, we are living in the world of with bacteria and viruses surrounding us nowadays. So Are you still dependent on antibiotics? I think not, right? Because we know, right, with all these type of antibiotics, it only can help us on bacteria. Viruses, normally we don't have that type of antibiotic to kill it, right? And this is the one that we need to really take care and strengthen our immune system. So definitely we will introduce you the amazing cholesterol, the natural health protection for generations. That is ELG6, Alkan ELG6 is a wonderful cholesterol. We have capsule and tablet form. So the benefit of cholesterol is actually, there are a lot of benefits of it, right? Cholesterol is a baby's first food, right? Basically, it helps us to boost up the immune system. For the first 4 months, most of the babies, you can see here, they're fully dependent on the nutritional values, right? Benefit of cholesterol to fight for the bacteria and viruses. So that's why a lot of, nowadays, a lot of mothers actually, they do breastfeeding for the first 3 to 4 months, or even some of my, mostly some of my Malay friends, they're actually breastfeeding for 1 year. So this is very important to activate their immune system in their body. And on top of that, we can see here, the highly concentrated natural immune food cannot be obtained at just any time, but only after mothers were giving birth. So if you go to most of the bookstore, you can see a lot of books talking about cholesterol, the cholesterol miracle, and also the ultimate, also even can be an anti-aging and immune system control and supercharge your immune system. That is a lot of professor and doctor talking about the benefit of cholesterol. So the concentration of immune factors, very important. Ours, we take the first meal. That's why the concentration of it is more than exceeded 200%, right? The first correction of cholesterol is very, very important. So on top of that, our cholesterol also contains more than 70 types of beneficial active component, right? The immune factors have 31 types, growth factor 9 types, and other health components 37 types. So actually it's helped us, the first our cholesterol actually is twice as high as ordinary cholesterol. That is very important to boost up our immune factors. So the immune factors we have here, I will roughly go through about it, right? There are 3 categories over here, the immunoglobulins, cytokines, and other immune factors. So later on, I will talk about the first category over here. We have these 5 types of immunoglobulins. The first one will be IgG, right? There are 5. First one, IgG, help us to eliminate toxin and neutralize invaded, right? And resist bacteria and viruses. And we also have IgA, right? Resist invaded at the first line of defense. And IgD, stimulate B cell and to produce antigen. A B cell is very important. It's helpful to stimulate it and produce more and more antigen to fight for the viruses, right? And invaders. And IgE resists allergens and viruses, and IgM effectively eliminated invaders. So actually it's helpful to boost up our 5 types of immunoglobulins once you take the cholesterol. So normally, once the viruses or germs attack us, the germs actually enter the nose, causing sneezing. So this is the first level of it. Then if we didn't really take care of it, if our immune system is very low, what will happen? It will go down further, right? Causing inflammation and swelling of the throat. So sometimes, right, especially if you maybe you're already contacted with COVID, you will know. First, second, you have inflammation, sore throat, right? Later on, you have fever. Then after that, it becomes bronchitis. It will attack your lung as well. So that is the normal flow of the symptom that causing by viruses or germs nowadays. So what we need to do here, let's go through it. We need to boost up our immune system through effectiveness of immune factors. So the first line of immune defense is very important, right? So we have this IgA, no secret immune factor to fight for the germs. Then second, we have second line of immune defense, right? The lymphocyte secrets macrophage and immune factors to attack germ resulting in sputum. So sometimes maybe you cough, then you cough, you may have sputum coming out because it's attack it and forming, resulting that result. So the third line of immune defense is hypothermia, increases body temperature. Sometimes you have fever, right? That to halve the reproduction of germs. So fever is normal sometimes, right? A lot of people try to suppress it with maybe Panadol or maybe other medicine. Actually, it helps us, right, to halve the reproduction of germs, and immune factor continuously attack the bacteria. So number 4 will be the fourth line of immune defense, right? These immune factors eliminate germs and growth factors help cell to recover. So that is very important, the sequence here. Once you have a very strong immune system, you actually can fight it by your own immune factors. So immune defense of the bodies need immune factor, right? So the effectiveness of immune factor in cholesterol can be demonstrated in 6 main clinical tests. Let's go through the 6 main clinical tests. Number 1, we have here, cholesterol can resist, right? Gastroenteritis that is caused by retrovirus. That is very important because not a single child who was treated by cholesterol was infected by gastroenteritis. Number 2, right? Cholesterol has high level of antibodies. We have this IgA, IgG to help resist respiratory syncytial virus that causes bronchitis in children. And most of the children, sometimes we cannot control them, you know, when they walk out from our house. They might be contact with other people that have different type of viruses, right? You also cannot control them every day wearing the mask, you know, at school. Sometimes they may take it out. So the most important thing is boost up their immune system, right, through our cholesterol. So immune factor in cholesterol can eliminate E. coli as well, right? E. coli is the most common germs in the intestines that can cause inflammation of the uterus and diarrhea. So some of the people that may, you know, take certain food, then after taking certain food, they have stomach aches because of these viruses that already enter to their intestine. So we need to, right, also boost up through our cholesterol, ELG6. So antibodies is in cholesterol protect the body from salmonella attack. The salmonella bacteria enter the body through contaminated food as well, right, and can cause gastroenteritis and thyroid. So that is important because our body need to have this cholesterol to boost it up and fight for these viruses. Number 5 will be cholesterol. Immune factors are capable of suppress pneumonia. So this is very important as well, especially at this timing, COVID-19, we know it will come through the throat, then enter to our lung. So once we have inflammation in our lung, it will cause pneumonia. So we need to have cholesterol as well to boost up our immune factors. So on top of that, number 6, we have this lactobacillus and lactobacillus in cholesterol can effectively fight fungus. And basically, there are 5,000 types of fungus in our skin. We have your urinary organs and intestine. For example, Candida albicans that cause skin rashes. So that is very important, right? We have this cholesterol to fight for it. So besides immune factor, right? Just now we talked about immune factors that help us to fight for all the viruses. We also have these growth factors. We have 9 growth factors, which are the benefit of these growth factors. Let's go through one by one. We can see over here. So number 1 will be stimulate the division of cell, right? Quicken wound healing. I will show you some testimony later on, right? How is it going to help us on wound healing and also reduce scar formation. Strengthen muscle for athletes. Normally, if I like to do some jogging, sometimes I like to walk and also do some exercise. So that is very important to strengthen our muscle through the growth factors and accelerate the muscle recovery. Once you need to recover your muscle in a short period of time, especially if you are a runner, right, marathon, or you like cycling, right? Sometimes I do cycling as well, right? This helps you to accelerate your muscle recovery and also stimulate the body to burn the fats of your body. On top of that, for adults, age 40, I think most of you still young, right? 20 or 30 only, right? So IGF is 50% lower when you reach 40, So compared to when we were at the age at 20. So IGF helps to save muscle, improve skin thickness, elastic, as well as energize our skin. So that's why when you are 50 or 60, you may look 40. So take more cholesterol, right, to look younger. Maybe you can guess how old am I? I'm 20. Okay, just joking. Okay, so for children, actually strengthen their bone development. Help them to the bone development is very important for children. When they grow up, they must have a strong bone. If not, when they reach 20, 30s, they cannot, strengthen their bone anymore, because when they at younger age, you must supply enough cholesterol for them, stimulate their growth and increase fitness level. They need to have a fitness to do a lot of exercise, to do a lot of, outdoor games as well. So that is very important for children to take cholesterol. So cholesterol provides complete nutrition, especially immune factor and growth factor, to help improve our health. That is very, very important. So on top of that, we also look at the quality. We are not simply go and take any cholesterol from, anywhere. We must get it from red egg dairy cows. How are we going to look at it? Very important. It's approved by USDA, right? US Department of Agriculture. The water source that are not polluted by DDT. DDT actually is is a chemical. Basically, they used to kill, it's like pesticide, they use it, right, to kill insects. And it caused a lot of problems, basically the DDT. So a lot of countries already banned this, especially in US. So on top of that, the cattle feed that does not contain 4 dangerous elements, that is pesticide, right, insecticides, chemical hormones, right? This may trigger cancer, and also antibiotics. Antibiotics may trigger allergies such as itchiness, respiratory problems, and rashes. So this is very important. No antibiotic, no chemical, hormones, pesticide, insecticide, so that we have a very natural ELG6 cholesterol for our friends and family. So the recommendation consumption will be for veggie cap, right, 3 capsules 2 times per day. Right, for children, 2 capsules 2 times per day. For ELG6 tablets, I like to take this, right, because it's quite easy for me to swallow. Normally, I can chew it as well. 6 tablets 2 times per day. 2 to 3 times for children, 2 times per day. 2 tablets, 2 to 3 tablets 2 times per day for children. So this is one of the testimony. I got it, right, on Shanyi, 39 years old. Then actually, Shanyi have a very high blood sugar level with a reading above 10, Normal reading is about 5. So one day, Shanyi's legs was scalded by hot oil. And a week later, the wound became inflamed. This really worried Shanyi, and he started taking 2 soft gel of mescaline extract actually is the alpha hex and 2 tablets of cholesterol daily, ELG6. So 1 week later, you can see the skin had completely healed and the blood sugar level also dropped to 6. That is awesome. So on top of that, we can see here, right? Another testimony. This one is Choong Abil brothers had recovered only in 10 days, after consuming ELG6, L-Malinol and Kingston. So he compared with his friend, right, also have this involved in that accident, and they still have dry blood on their wounds. So thanks to Alkan products, that really helped him. You can see the recovery rate, even the skin, almost 99% back to normal within 10 days. That is very awesome. So live healthy and energetically with ELG6. And ELG6 is very important for our family and friends, right, at this moment, because the pandemic, even more and more viruses around the world nowadays, we don't know when is it going to be ended, right? The most important thing is boost up our immune system, right? Only our immune system, right, can fight for the viruses, and the viruses keep on changing. They can mutate to different type of viruses. And we don't know how many vaccine and how many dose of vaccines we are going to take. But the most important thing is boost up our immune system. Once the viruses enter to our body, the first defense is our immune system to fight for it. That is very important. So today, I'm going to end my talk here. And thanks for joining me. Thank you very much. And back to you, Jing Qi, our MC of the day. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Yu, for your wonderful sharing session. So that concludes our sharing for today. If you haven't tried or started to consume ELG6, try it soon. So let's live a healthily and energetically life with ELG6, and stay safe, stay healthy, and have a wonderful rest of the evening. So thank you all. Thank you for joining. See you soon.
If anybody have any testimony, we can record here.